Hi, guys. Oh, nice. What time? Vacation? Ooh, be careful. Blood cart, you deal with what? Hi, Sarah. Okay, how is everybody? Before we get started, let's give it a couple minutes. No, I'm really not. I'm not. But thank you. I bet. Are you diving with wild sharks or swimming with wild sharks, or is this like in a aquarium? Because I know some aquariums let you do that. Don't forget, if you are enjoying today's live, to give it a like. Um, but what about you? You age faster? You don't age faster. You just age. Oh, yeah, be careful. We're going to give it a few more minutes. See if my moderator joins us. That's not what I wanted. I clicked. Don't you hate it when you click on the wrong thing? Your personal ABD. Ooh, big ones. Sarah, I didn't post a personal ad. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So today we are talking about the Mekong giant catfish, and its scientific name will be posted in a minute. There it is. That's the scientific name. These guys are big. One of the biggest freshwater fish. They can grow to 9.8 feet or 300 centimeters and can weigh 350 kilograms. I did not get that switched over to that is 771 pounds if you're interested. These guys reach just about full size. It is the Mekong giant catfish. What the heck? Sarah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you seriously? Am I seriously what? They can reach their full size in just about 6 years, so they grow pretty quickly. They are only found in the lower reaches of the Mekong River in Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. And believe it or not, these guys are not carnivores. They're actually, or an omnivore. They actually are vegetarian. In captivity, they will take other food. The young are known to feed on plankton. This animal doesn't have teeth. They actually feed on algae. Their numbers may have dropped by as much as 90%. Very true, Baragon Productions, very true. These guys breed pretty well in captivity. However, they don't breed well when released into the wild, and they are a migratory species. Their status is critically endangered. Their population trend is for a decrease, and we don't know the exact number of mature individuals. They are said to be housed at the Henry Dorley Zoo in the United States. Okay, don't give out your age. Don't give out your age. I don't know what the purpose is. They are only found in one place in Poland, and they are found in one place in Russia. They are in serious need of help. One of its threats is overfishing. This is a big animal. It can feed a lot of people. So if there's a need to feed a family, it's a good fish to catch, I guess. However, removing one fish hurts. Another problem is the damming of the Mekong River. They cannot migrate up and down the rivers as freely as they used to, and they are eaten by people. Yeah, the big fish seem to be in trouble, which is why instead of having a poll, we have a question today. What's being done to save them? As I already mentioned, they are protected by CITES, so transportation of the animal is not allowed. Another issue is the damming of the Mekong River. Again, they can't migrate. there is a biosphere reserve, and within that reserve, there's also a national park. In some countries, it is against the law to capture, sell, or transport these fish, so that's good news. And in other places, the protections are there, but you have to enforce them. So yeah. That is the fish in a nutshell. There may be, as I saw one account that said that these fish may be as low as 100 individuals. Oops, I almost did the wrong thing. Yeah, it's sort of crazy. The pet trade, animal trade, period. Yeah, I don't know what to think of it. Coming up in the next 3 weeks, we only have 3 weeks this month. Well, 4, not including this one. But coming up, we have the peregrine falcon as a conservation success story. I'm going to sneeze. Oh my goodness. Be right back. Shelves. It happens. We are going to be doing I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, so I'm going to copy and paste this into, whoops. I don't know how much information I'm going to have for this one. But that one is in 2 weeks. And then the last week in August, we are going to be doing the snow leopard as a conservation spotlight. And then starting in September and carried out throughout, off and on throughout the week or throughout the next several months, we are going to be doing an endangered barnyard, in which we talk about a breed of domestic animal that is endangered. Might be interesting, might be a flop. We're going to try it anyway. And we'll go from there. New story written and ready for the Spooky channel. I think it's okay. It's not as long as some of the others. Should be interesting. Hopefully my voice will let me do his voice, and all will be well. Baragon Productions is doing something really cool. I'm if I wasn't afraid of deep water, I would be a little bit jealous. Maybe. I don't know. I love snow leopards too. And maybe that's partially why we're doing it. But I'm trying to do a mix. It happens. Yep. I'm sorry, I should not say anything, but I'm sort of excited for him. I'm excited for your Baragon Productions. I expect a full report when you get back. Guys, we have 5 people and only 1 like. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning. I think I'm going to take a nap after live. Forgot what? Um, Gotcha. Well, hopefully I can provide entertainment. Because I'm tired tonight. Maybe what I'll do... So coming up in September, I'll just give you the schedule for September. September 4th is Piney Woods Cattle. And then we have two conservation spotlights, the Philippine Eagle and the Wyoming Toad. And then the 25th, we have Colonial Spanish Horses. I want to look at what's coming up on the other channel, just because I'm a dork. Because I need to see if I need to address anything on that channel. August 16th on the main channel, we have a subscriber-only planning session coming up on the 16th. Come with your ideas of what you would like to see. I have not finished all of the last session that we had. But I have a tendency to lose those papers. So we will get that taken care of. And this is a long, long way off. But I am not, and I got to figure out how to do this. We're not going to be doing, I had planned to do Zoom calls and on the channel on the 20th. We're not going to do that because last time I went to do them, nobody wanted to do them, so we're not going to be doing that. And then December 30th, we're going to be doing what do you want out of the channel for next year. So looking forward to getting that out and done with. And then, guys, the spooky channel. We are doing a story called It Is. And hopefully everybody will like it. It's not a next trivia. I don't know. We have August 23rd, Ecosystems for trivia on the main channel. I think that's the next trivia. Yeah. And then on the other channel, wait, was it? Yep. I think that was the main channel. Yeah, August 23rd, Trivia Night, Ecosystems. And then on this channel, I don't see any trivia until January 22nd. And we're doing whales, dolphins, and porpoises. On porpoise. But yeah. If we're doing that, we're on the other channel. Whoops. January 13th. It looks like. I don't know if there's one closer. I am not. I'm not seeing one. So, also, it's a long time coming, a long time from now, but October 4th, there will not be any lives on the 4th. October 4th, no lives, and I'll announce that when we get closer to it. Ooh, nice. So there are some exciting, not so exciting stuff coming up, as always. I don't know. I don't think I can like my own live. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, you can voice those now. Why not what? I don't know. I don't know what your why nots. Why do we not have a live on that October day? The oh no, I don't even see it. The October 4th one? No, I like my lives. No, I can't like my lives. I can't do that. I had a really weird thing happen in today's live. It was really, really strange. Yes, it is. It's conference. My dream vacation trip. Okay, so it's gonna sound really, really funky. I don't care. My family, that is my mom, my dad, my brothers, and my sister, we always went to Salt Lake City to see my grandma and my grandpa. It turned into basically sitting at my grandma's home and doing basically what we did at home, sitting around doing nothing unless other family came. But I would love to take somebody out there that's never been and be a tourist. And see the things that are to be seen in Salt Lake City through their eyes instead of my eyes. Of course, if I did it, I would have to we'd have to go to the zoo. Like that is an absolute must with me. Even if I've been to that zoo 1,000 times. Um I also want to go to the zoo in Nebraska, the Henry Dorley Zoo. Be careful, man. Those walrus can be dangerous. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing a whale watching group in like Puget Sound and sing the orcas. That would be killer. Plus, I want to go back. I want to go back to Yellowstone. Yellowstone would be cool. It is an amazing place. But you really need, I think you really need to go twice. to really see everything. And you don't even have to go into the back country. But I like to think that there's enough to see in my own home state that I haven't seen yet. So who knows? Borneo would be cool. Africa would be cool. The um Kroger National Park, or I can't think of the one in Kenya. I'd love to do the one where you get to do the trek to see the mountain gorillas. That would be cool. Um, just even if they don't get close, just to have that experience to see them in the wild. The one thing that makes me nervous about doing trips is you don't want to feed bad tourist stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff to see, but there's some places that, like, I know the place, their thing is they're a hands-on zoo. Lots of opportunities for you to engage with the animals. I don't know if the mountain gorillas, if there are chimps. I think chimps are more like the Congo. I don't know. That's something you would have to find out. Um, okay. You know, I believe that the people that go out with you pretty much know what they're doing. You do have to, accidents happen, but for the most part, I think you're pretty safe. Now, Baragon Productions, what he's going to be doing on his vacation. Yeah. The important thing with hyenas, if you hear them laughing, that's when you need to be really afraid. You know that, right? A laughing hyena, never a good thing. Because if they're laughing, they know that means they've spotted food. And they're telling everybody else that, hey, I've got food. There's food. And you could be that food. But for me, it's not about the hyenas at all. It's the leopards. It's why I will never go to India. One, there's too many people. And two, there's leopards. Leopards scare me. Is that to hear me better? Oh, sorry. I don't know. I feel like China or India has just as many people as China. Leopards are just, they're everywhere. And I don't know if Africa has the issues that India has, where the cats are urban cats. Where they literally live everywhere. Or not. But yeah, I have seen images of leopards hunting in India, taking dogs that were sleeping right next to people. Or they will take, I've seen them take people. You don't actually see it, but you know that's what's happening. True. Very true. But we don't have them here. I suppose up here you could get attacked by a coyote. I could see that. If you didn't watch what you were doing. Or potentially you could be attacked by a badger. Because we have badger up here. Deer! Your chances of being attacked by a deer up here, I mean, there are a lot of deer. But it's probably not going to happen. You might hit one. You might hit a deer. Possum's not going to get you here. They're gonna see you and they might hiss. But that's about it. Unless you pick them up. And then you're just being dumb. We don't have... Like up here, your biggest threat to your safety... Well, yeah. But for the most part, up here, your biggest threats are dogs. Your neighbor's dogs. Because we really don't have venomous snakes. There's not mountain lions. There might be bobcats, but they're not. No, you definitely don't want to run into moose. That is definitely something you don't want to do. But I mean, in the United States, I feel like most people are pretty safe for the most part. I guess Florida, they have more stuff. Stuff that you don't want to mess with, like bears, maybe Florida panthers, snakes, the alligators, black bear. Yeah. You know, I don't want to get anywhere close to a bison. Regardless. Because they sort of scare me. I am closing out the Chromebook stuff. I wouldn't say that. I think it depends on the people. The thing is, if you live around wildlife, you have to know what you're doing. You can't be you can't be doing stuff that is stupid. Oh yeah. I never had that happen. But we were we were on a road, and there was one like right here. Like you could have reached out and touched one. It was super scary. It wasn't scary, but it's something I will always remember. Common sense goes a long way. If you're being smart about it and you're following the rules, there's a good chance you're going to be okay. Don't follow the rules. Um, don't follow the rules and you end up getting hurt. Trying to play my Godzilla game while I'm talking to you. It's not working. Did what stink? The buffalo? Being around the buffalo? I don't know. It didn't really smell until you were like in the geyser area. Yeah. I had the neatest experience of my life. It did not happen in Yellowstone. A friend of mine works in or was volunteering as a docent at a place in Illinois where they maintain their own buffalo herd. And she invited me and my mom out to take a tour. The highlight being that they had a female that was going to be giving birth, and they were pretty sure that it was going to happen the day that we were there. She gets a phone call while we're there. Mom is minutes away from giving birth. So we went to the area where they keep them, and sure enough, out came the baby. We saw its first steps. We saw it trying to nurse from a bull. We saw the bull sending it away. We saw its first nursing with mom. It was really cool. That's another one of those experiences that I will never forget. It's not every day you get to see a buffalo come into the world, except for maybe on TV. But then again, I'm that guy that decided it'd be a good idea to keep a garter snake when I was in high school, not knowing it was illegal. So don't do that. But she ended up giving birth to 25 little babies. At least I think it was around 25. It was very cool. So yeah. Well, guys. Oh, see, that would scare me. Because they're so big. But maybe not. I mean, it might have been okay. I was in one of the state parks in my state, and I was walking down the trail, and there were a bunch of people gathered around one area, and I get up there, and there was a deer less than 5 feet off the trail. That was cool. There was also a rust area, and I think it's Wyoming. And if you've ever been to a rust area, they have a separate area for cars to park and a separate area for trucks and UVs. And in between those two areas, there's an island. And in that island, there is a prairie dog town that you can watch. But the other cool experiences, it's mostly been seeing something for the first time. Just recently, I saw my second ever dog bane beetle. Granted, it's a small thing. I mean, you could hold it in the palm of your hand and still have lots of room. But they are so cool. They're about that big around. They're not even that big. And they feed on dogbane, which is a poisonous plant. Excuse me. But what makes them cool is they refract the light. They're iridescent. So if the light hits them, it gives off different colors, which is really cool. So, sometimes it's the big things and sometimes it's the little things that really catch you off guard. And that's what I love. There's always things like that that just totally get you, at least for me. Well, guys, I think unless anybody has anything else to add, um, I need to get off of here. Yes, that's true. They don't. They just have to be exciting. And a lot of times they are. what I need to know is, are you guys enjoying the little questions and stuff that are put out every day? I forgot to ask that. It is night. Good night, guys. And Baragon Productions, be safe. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.